Does social media make you question your worth? Are you constantly comparing your relationship to what others post online? Welcome back to Sacred Love. And this is Reverend Jijo Varghese along with Soumya.
Today, we are tackling something that affects almost every modern relationship, and that is comparison, which can be the thief of relationship joy.
The verse we are looking at today comes from the Song of Songs. It says, "Dark am I, yet lovely. Do not stare at me because I am dark, because I am darkened by the sun." When you look at this passage, it reveals a profound truth about comparison and self-image. The bride acknowledges that her appearance differs from conventional standards of beauty in her culture. Her skin is darkened from working outdoors. Yet she boldly declares her loveliness. In the ancient world, fair skin was associated with nobility and wealth, while darker skin indicated someone who worked in the fields. Yet the bride refuses to apologize for who she is. She owns her own story and her beauty. This passage teaches us that true confidence comes not from measuring ourselves against others, but from embracing our unique identity. In Scripture, we repeatedly see that God looks at the heart rather than outward appearances. The bride in this passage exemplifies this truth by refusing to be defined by cultural standards.
Here's how we can apply this wisdom to our relationships today. First, create boundaries around social media consumption. If scrolling through perfectly filtered photos triggers insecurity in your relationship, consider taking a break or limiting your time online. You might designate certain days as social media free or remove social apps from your phone for periods of time. Instead, create an appreciation practice where you list 3 unique things about your relationship that you value. These might be inside jokes, shared experiences, or qualities that would not necessarily photograph well, but make your relationship special.
When you look into the verse, the bride's declaration, "Dark am I, yet lovely," also teaches us about countering negative truths with the truth. This aligns with Paul's teaching in Philippians chapter 4 verse 8 to dwell on what is true, noble, right, pure, lovely, and admirable.
To put this into practice, try this exercise with your partner. Each time you catch yourself making a negative comparison, immediately counter it with a specific truth about your relationship. For example, if you think other couples travel more than we do, counter it with, "Our relationship is rich in daily moments of connection." Create a list of affirmations specific to your relationship that you can return to when comparison strikes. Post these somewhere private where you'll see them regularly.
Another powerful aspect of this passage is how the bride addresses those around her, asking them not to stare at her darkness. This teaches us about setting healthy boundaries with others who might judge our relationship.
Practically speaking, this might mean having honest conversations with friends or family members who make comparisons or unhelpful comments about your relationship. Prepare some gentle but firm responses like, "We are focusing on what works for us rather than comparing ourselves to others." You might also need to distance yourselves from couples who constantly create competition or make you feel inadequate. Instead, seek relationships with couples who celebrate your unique journey and encourage your growth.
Are you ready for a challenge this week? Well, the challenge this week is to share with your partner one insecurity you face about your relationship, and together identify 3 unique strengths of your connection that you wouldn't trade for anything.
For daily reminders about embracing your unique love story, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube.
Remember, my dear friends, comparison diminishes the beauty of what you have. Your love story doesn't need to look like anyone else's to be valuable, meaningful, and worth celebrating. This is Reverend Jijo Varghese and Soumya. See you next Thursday again on Sacred Love.